Today on review we are looking at Asura for the PlayStation 3, also available on the Xbox 360. Asura is a very interesting title. It's pretty much what will happen when you mix anime with a video game. And of course being developed by CyberConnect, which some of you might know from the Naruto Shippuden and Naruto video games, and brings such detail of the fantastic cel shading anime look perfectly to this overall. But overall, on the story side, of course, you play Asura, a demigod who pretty much be outcast by your fellow demigods, and your daughter are being took captive, and over a couple of centuries and millions of years and whatnot, you will come to try to take revenge upon everybody who have exiled you to rescue your daughter and to save the planet Gaia. But that's pretty much the basic that you will get overall in the story. The story do not pick up to near the end, and any by the end it might seem to get kinda stale and fall into many trapping that anime have fallen into, mainly shonen anime. With the gameplay itself, it made up of cutscenes, more cutscenes, some arena battle, some quick time events, and then a one-on-one battle. The only real issue here is it's not that much of a game. You're looking at about 80% video and 10% fighting, and then overall the way it's just button combinations of quick time events. A quick time event pretty much for everything, so you can't really put down your controller for that. And the overall stats and unlockable and your score will be linked to how you do with the quick time event. With many of them, it doesn't really matter if you do them or don't do them. If you actually do the score, they will be time based, and if you put them in the perfect synchronization to Apple, Event, Good, and so on, you will get more points at the end of each level. But here we are into the level, which each level is only a few minutes long, and they play it exactly as an anime. You will get a intro video, and then you will get ending credits and a bumper in between or eye catchers, and the ending you will get a synopsis of what's gonna happen in that level. That play perfectly into the anime style, and if you like shonen anime, you will adore how this is overall portrayed. But sadly, it's too bad it's not really more game here, cause the combat is fun, mainly on one-on-one battle, but in arena modes not so much. Cause how the combat play out is you don't really play to beat enemy by how much health they get. Of course, Asura have the ability to gather wage, which you gather wage by doing combos with anyone you're fighting, might it be from doing heavy attack, medium attack, or long range attack. And when the fury gauge is built up, you will push R2, and you will unleash a fancy finisher to everyone on screen and move along to the next cutscene / fight. And it just nothing really here, not really about skill. It's more about just button combination that overall one button might get you to the end of the fight faster. And by faster, I mean like instead of a fight taking 1 minute, it takes 2 minutes type of deals, depending on your skill level when it comes to that. But it seemed deep to begin with, but overall it's not really that deep actually in practice outside the tutorial. But outside the fighting, you of course will have on-world shooting segment, very similar to Fate Harrier of locking on and attacking. But sadly, it fairly stale for the most part. It tried to be epic, but at the end of the day, in some cases, you're not really what's going on or what you're shooting at to some of the ending levels. And then on the audio side is the core. The voice acting is good, more like across the board. The problem is in the audio with the voice. They have audio, music, combat, voice all synchronized into one option, which you cannot change with when you want louder or lower, and that overall make a problem since many of the cutscenes you won't even be able to understand what is going on because the music are too loud. And of course, some of the storyness of it seem odd at best, because in between episodes you will get cutscenes or more a picture with explaining some backstory of what's happening, but and no voiceover for but at least the artwork and the little scenes all fantastic and desire to actually be looked at. So overall, I give Asura for the PlayStation 3 a 2 out of 5.
Do not allow him to interfere any further. He will ruin everything.